All right, welcome to the video, and thanks for listening in. I'm a beginner at chess. I'm not like anybody that's got some high level rating and all that stuff. But I'm really talking about the one concept here of 1 minute, or really even 2 or 3 minutes. There's different versions of it, different variations of it. You might be familiar, maybe you play chess online or in general. Sure, everybody's played at least a couple of games of chess, right? And I played a little bit back in junior high, I guess, a long time ago for just a short time. I was like in a chess club for a few months or something. I was just kind of doing it as whimsical, was for fun, not like I was really serious about it. But, it was a little fun, but it wasn't totally my thing. I got a little bored of it. I felt like I was a little repetitive, kind of doing a lot of the same moves and so forth. I didn't really get into the deeper strategies of it, or probably didn't feel like I was that good at it necessarily. I think I did okay. I played in a tournament, like a national tournament. But anyway, we're just going to play some 1 minute chess right here. This is 1 minute bullet chess. So the idea here is there's definitely going to be some blunders, right? You're going to make mistakes. It's not like you're getting a lot of time to think. I'm just trying to go with a basic strategy or 2 or 3 at the most as far as opening up a game and then seeing if I could find, any way to possibly get a checkmate. But I probably lose all these games. Like I say, I'm not very good at it. I'm not particularly well rated. But this 1 minute bullet chess, like I said, is kind of haphazard. It's a little chaotic. It's 1-1 bullet chess, which means that when you move, you get a second back. So it gives you a little bit of a buffering zone. You have to think about a couple moves a little longer, get down on time. You can still possibly save yourself adding some seconds back by moving quickly. But let's just see what happens. I'm probably going to lose whatever game I play here. I might play, 1 or 3 games or more. Who knows? Not saying I'm going to do well. You can see the opening I use. There's definitely better openings and strategies. I'm still learning a lot, myself. I think I'm not necessarily very good. I'm not like natural at it. You know what I'm saying? So you might be more natural at it or less natural at it. I'm not sure exactly what determines that for people. Some people just have a knack for the certain kind of pattern recognition, or have maybe played a lot of games of different kinds, or they're just more technical like that, and they might be more natural at it. But for the rest of us, I think it's good to maybe, play a lot of games and practice. Go back, maybe watch a couple videos by some other chess masters, people that, are commonly online. There's a few of them. I don't want to tell you which ones right now because I want to, I'm not getting into names as far as that goes. But I don't really pay that much attention, but I've certainly seen a few of them, right? But anyway, let's try the game and see what happens. Like I said, probably going to lose, blunder, and lose my queen right away and all that stuff. Certainly happens regularly. But let's try a strategy here. And if you're listening in, maybe drop me a line. Let me know if you play bullet chess right here. So you see I'm kind of doing this broad opening here where I open up a few pawns on each side. And it's not necessarily about doing just this opening. It's necessarily the secret or anything like that. But it is about, let's see here. Kind of got to pay attention here. But it is about, developing your opening over time, getting better at that opening, and developing from it, whatever the opening is, to a degree. So, putting the pressure on them. So you don't have the time to run out. See, I'm running out of time here. I need to move kind of briskly if I want to do something kind of quick. So they're castling. So I want to get over here, and what can I do over here on this side of the board? Maybe move pawn up here. Watch out for blunders. Open that up. See here if I can do anything with this. See, it's kind of open on this side. Gives me a chance. Trying to get them to think about it here. They're running out of time. Now we're about even on time. 34 seconds left. Let's see here what I can do. Okay, they moved out of the way. Okay, yeah. And then I can do that right there. Anything? Let's see. Do anything else? Oh yeah, I could have moved this right here. Try that. Sacrifice this queen. See what messes us up. And we'll save ourselves from scenario here. You can see how I'm kind of okay. What are they gonna pull next? They got their knights coming in here. It's trying to creep in here. Just put it right there. I could have took the knight and sacrificed my bishop. That's one option. Let's see. What are they doing? They're messing me up. Gotta move quickly. Rook up here. Yeah, we don't want to take that. Here. Every time I move, it's adding a second back. So if we can move briskly without blundering, we have chance. We're running out of time, and we win the match. So we won one on time. Ideally, I checkmate him, or somehow, which, you know, I'm not saying I do that very often, but, you know, you can see what I did is I kept the pace up, right? Most of the players, half the players have a hard time keeping the pace up through, especially a whole game. They might get the first couple moves off quickly, but they might not have their opening down as much. Let's try another one here and see what happens. Try a similar opening. So we won that one on time, putting the pressure on, right? I have no idea who these players are. They're just randoms, so I'm not like, oh, whoops, I didn't really play that opening the way I wanted to. Okay. Trying to see if we can get to some vulnerable pieces here. Open this up. Let's see where they move their bishop. Maybe we can move over here. Awesome. Bishop. 3B. So attack over here. Not much pressure, but it's a little something. We don't want to lose that. Can I get anything else? No, let's put it right there. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, whoops. There we go. Freebie. Oops, resigned. Okay, so we won 2 games. One by time and one by resignation. So you can see how you can kind of build up a score here if you can keep the pressure going on and not blunder specifically, or if you can put the threat on for a win. And, you know, so let's try another game here and see what happens. Drop me a line. Let me know if you play bullet chess and what your favorite format is. So you'll have a format that you play most common and why you like it. We'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback. Now watch, I'm probably going to do some blundering. I'm putting the pressure on the bishop here with these pawns on the side. Maybe I can... well, here we go. This is going to do a little trade-off there. And let's see if we can put them in check if we want. It's kind of... Sometimes this works out to be a little something. Let's try it. Whoops, I probably should put that right there. Let's try this. See if this does anything. Or kill any smalls. Oh, I'll be able to pull off a strategy. Probably not. Let's see. Are they gonna? Oh, they see what's going on. They're on to me. Okay, let's see here. What can we do here? Oh, they're putting on the pressure. They're putting on the pressure. We don't want to move up there or right there. Right here. Hopefully I'm not blundering too crazy, leaving them a little confused. They're not sure what to do. They probably try to double up with the rook, or they might move this. I don't know. Let's see what they try to do. They're thinking, okay, whoops. Let's see. I can trade queen. Oh, I'm gonna have to trade queen. Let's see here. Oh wait, no, I don't. I can go boom. Wait. Worked out. Okay, and I've got them kind of in a vulnerable position here. Let's see if they can think their way out of this with me here. So this is just an example of the 1 minute bullet chess getting a little chaotic, right? Not too crazy, but just brisk pace. What are they doing here? Can I do anything against that other than that? They got my... Looks like they got my rook. Over here, do this. out of this rook situation. Not really. Over here. I don't know. They're surely gonna take my. There we go. Okay. Running out of time here. Oops, gotta be careful not to blunder my queen. Oops, we won on time. Okay, so we won on time there. It's another win. We haven't done any checkmates yet. You see, some of these people can be pretty swift. They know what they're doing. They're playing the bullet chess too, so they're certainly practiced if they're at a similar level. This person here was rated 481. I'm only 364, so that was kind of a good win for me. Try it again. Let's try another one here. Like I said, let me know what you're doing as far as your format. You might play a totally different format. Let's see here. Okay, you can see I'm using the same opening kind of a lot of the time, then I work it from there. Let's see, and then we're gonna use, okay, try to put that there, put that right there. Let's see, we put the queen right up here. Gotcha. Okay, and then we got, then maybe I can pin them if they, depending on what they do. Try this. Is this going to do anything for me? How about that? See, I'm trying to think of the next move here in mind. What can we do next? It's hard because I'm right in the middle of the action. We need a pawn right here so we can attack this knight. We need to move something else in there. Need to break them up. Let's see here, 34 seconds. I got 38. There, right there. What are they gonna do? They're planning something. Oh yeah, of course they're gonna force me there. Okay, let's try that. Let them get that. Then go over here. See, is that helping me? Oh, see, we can go here and threaten their queen. What are they doing with that knight? They're trying to move up. So, hey, this is the 1 minute bullet. What are they doing there? Okay, they're going to try to slither in with that knight. Let me put that over there. Let's see what that do anything for us. Yes. Take their bishop. Might be doing a trade here. I'm not sure if that will totally help us. It's tough one. Let's see. Come on. That. I'm running out of time. I got 9 seconds. Not much time. And what can we do in this scenario? Whoops, could have took their stupid rook, but I did not do it. I failed. I gotta move something. What the best thing is to do at this moment. And I won on time because we kept them under the pressure, right? We kept them under the pressure. So you see, sometimes you create a little confusion, a little chaos, even though I didn't really do much of that there. I was actually kind of in a somewhat stuck position unless we pull out and try a different strategy, but it was a little risky. Try another one here. So, hey, let me know if you like these. Maybe you have a different opening that's been working really good for you. You see, I'm not really castling right away like it should be in many cases, but I need to move quickly. I need to reinforce our pawns, go up here, be ready to threaten their knight or bishop. Do that right there. Do this right here. Look at their weak pawn. Is it open at all? Let's put this pawn right here so we can move right up here. See what happens. Okay, and then that right there. See if this is doing anything for us. Maybe they would take this pawn. No, not going to. Let's see. They're blunder. But I can put some pressure on the knight. Here. could also move my knight up. Let's do this. That's a good idea. So, moving somewhat brisk here. Like sometimes when I'm really practicing or playing just myself, you know, I'm like able to get into the first few moves pretty quick. I'll move pretty briskly. Let's see here. How about this? Create some pressure with that. Another thing too is I should have moved this pawn forward. I could have threatened, or I could have opened it up to. Now let's see here. They're not sure what to do. Am I gonna? Oh, they're trying to threaten my queen. Move that out of the way over here. Hopefully. I could have took that with the knight. I should have did that. Now they're running out of time. They're thinking about their moves too long. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Look, Can I take it? No, I can't. They keep. Well, they're done. Okay, yeah. So you can see there, the 1 minute chess is not just challenging for you, but if you got to move quickly, sometimes you're gonna blunder. Like I said, keep just moving. If they take your queen, you blunder your queen or something, or they just keep moving. You never know. They're probably gonna blunder too. Half the time. Get better at moving in from certain positions. If they castle, you kind of prepare for that possibility. Try again. Watch some other openings. You know, maybe look up some stuff. Try another one here. Doing the same strategy. Boom, boom. Here on the left. Okay, and then this. Where's their weak pawns right there? So let's try that. Use this strategy a lot in the beginning, depending on how it's going. Try to mix it up if I have to. Throw an extra move or two to confuse a little bit. I don't necessarily want to make it too obvious. So they might see like they're moving a pawn right there in my way. It's not good, but I could take it right now. No, I can't. Let's move this up here. Move this up right here. Open. They're probably gonna see what I'm doing. It's in a castle, so let's move that over there. Move this over here. They're gonna threaten my queen, so we don't want to go up in that mess. Let's move this right there. Move it right there. We're gonna pick it with now. See it. So, okay, they're taking that. I don't want to just jump right up in there. I want to pass them because I want to. Let's do that right there. Oh, there's lie. Move right here. Bishop right there. Knight. Move that up there. Move this bishop down here if possible. Nope. They're gonna see. Let's see what I'm up to. Can't take it. Let's move right here. I don't have much time left. I got 10 seconds. I'm not doing very good. They got my queen. Darn it. Got their queen. So you can see they can oftentimes do a blunder themselves. Move this right here. But they won because I ran out of time. So that's why you want to move quickly because you might just pick up. You might have time. I mean, you know, just went on time a lot of times. Let's try another one. This is just a brief video. 1 minute bullet chess. I might do some other format, rapid or something like that. Oh, whoops! They could have got their bishop right there. See that? But sorry, I'm losing out on both of them. Let's see here. Try that. Whatever. It's not the best move. But now I want to get rid of that knight there if possible. I'm sure that will definitely help me, but move that there. And move this up. Oh, okay. Doesn't have to do that, so They're moving. They're castling. Ah, blundered my queen. Not good. Down here, I'm gonna go downhill. I'll probably mess up. Let's see. What else can I do? Do that. Mate. Okay. Well, anyway, we lost that one there, so we win like 3 and lost 2 or something, I think. So it's just an example of bullet chess matches, and there's some players that are really good at bullet chess. They have way higher ratings. I encourage watching some of them, and maybe you could see the strategies from some of those if you find some other ones. Not very many. I didn't find that many videos about bullet chess, for example. A few, but I don't really feel like most of them really broke down maybe the best ways to, pressure for time, stuff like that. But like I said, let me know if you play some bullet chess and what openings you like to use, and I'll see you in the next video. All right.